So low on it.
What's going on, guys? Just got out of the gym. It's like 9 o'clock at night, and I'm going to change the brakes on my friend Corey's Infinity. What's up?
What up?
Because his Buffalo Bills shirt on.
Hey.
You would never know that he was from New England.
Hey, leave me alone.
So we're going to get to work on this thing. First thing we got to do is find a spot to put the jack. Figure it out.
It's got a little arm on the bottom, actually.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Sweet. Well, we're going to find the arm. We're going to get this thing jacked up. There you go. I'm the slave for my friends. I fix their cars. I do everything they need.
And we whip him while he does it. No.
They don't pay me anything.
Please, I pay you in friendship.
They don't even return my phone calls half the time.
Bullshit.
It has that arm right there.
Yeah, a little round thing.
That's pretty cool. It's like welded right to the
frame, yeah.
This one, right?
Nope. I can't see from it.
That one?
Nope. Just in front of the, see the little circle hole?
Where? Oh, okay. You said an arm. That's a friggin' post.
Whatever.
You know what I like about this car?
You can actually get the jack under it?
Yeah, I can actually fit the jack under. Your friggin' Audi was lowered to like here. I had to pick the car up with my left hand and then slide the jack under with my right hand. I gotta change the oil in my Camaro soon. I haven't done it yet.
I just did mine.
How many miles did you wait your first time?
Well, this wasn't brand new, so I changed it shortly after I got it, just in case.
They told me I can go like 4,000 to 6,000 miles my first time.
Yeah.
Depending on how you drive the car.
Yeah, you usually go about 5,000 nowadays. I go about 5,000 with this every time. Just to warn you, I suck at videotaping, so if it doesn't look like anything Coil does, sorry.
Well, all you gotta do is hold the camera straight. You should be all set.
Oh, I'm trying.
Where's your hood popper?
Right on the left side. You see it? Down. Right above the brake pedal.
Oh. Did you play Call of Duty with us last night?
Yeah, for a little bit.
This one?
Yep.
The brakes? You gotta take off the cap, because when you take brake pads off, you have to compress the pad, because what happens is as your brake pads wear out, the pressure slowly compresses the pad down so it stays close to the disc. So what happens is you put new brake pads on and they're thicker, you gotta decompress the pad so they'll fit back on the disc when you're done. And if you don't take off the cap on your brake fluid, you're not gonna decompress shit.
Or bust it.
Yeah, or you end up breaking it. Where's your...
Right up there. Oh no, wait. Where the fuck did I put... Oh, it's over there. I'm grabbing my shake too.
Yeah, Corey's getting healthy. A little shake.
Whoop. Sorry. Yeah.
Now, sometimes you might have to kick the tire off, especially when it's been on there for a while. It just sticks. It's not a bad thing.
Mainly the rears.
It's kind of fun to do. Jeez, you gotta clean these rims.
Dude, I know. It's winter time.
So, you see my rims? My rims are shining.
You got more time than me, brother.
More time?
Well, you have more options to do with your time than I do. Mine's sort of set in stone.
Yeah, well, when you're not playing Call of Duty, you could pull your car into the garage and you could clean your damn...
I have the garage to myself now, actually.
See, then you have no excuse. I was in LA the last 4 days. Actually, yeah. George cleaned mine.
What, he take it out?
I said, George, my brother, I said, if you want to drive my car... Because my brother loves cleaning cars. He used to have a detail business. I was like, if you want to take it out, if you want to clean it too, go by all means. He's like me. He doesn't like driving a dirty car, so he'll clean it regardless.
Well, I commute to Boston every day, so...
How is that commute?
It's not bad. As I go in at 10, so I just friggin' fly.
Nice.
Kind of why I need brakes.
right. Those are tiny. Ooh, came right off. Look at that.
Just got new tires.
Oh, yeah, so they already broke it down.
Yep.
All right. Well, these are worn down pretty good. Let's get my tools off.
I'm up over here now. Shit. I'm fucking leaving this thing.
Now, this is called the jack stand, and you want to use this so in case the car happens to fall, like if the jack gives out, it catches this instead of your face or your arm. So, we'll put that right there.
You only use it if you're a pussy. Not just kidding.
Yeah.
I change my oil without one every time.
I change your oil with that one.
What are you talking about? I do my oil all by myself.
Who had to take the oil filter off last time?
On this one?
Yeah.
Oh, it was on this one? I thought it was the Audi.
He couldn't get it off. I did it by hand. I just went, what?
Yeah, so let's look at the difference here. Scott, scrawny, compared to my width.
Oh, all right. So what you gotta do now is you gotta take the pad off of here by loosening the bolts around it. It looks like it's just these two. Usually there's an Allen screw that you gotta take out, but thank God they did away with that bullshit. Or I just can't find it. I'll probably find it in a second. Oh, it'd be great if I had my my 14 millimeter that I lost.
I think I found it.
Ah, well, you didn't bring it back to me.
Yeah, well, I think I use it for my oil. That's why. Hello.
Hey, Cassandra.
Hey, Scott's sister.
What's up, Pumpkin?
Say night.
Oh, good night, Pumpkin. You taking Bello in your room?
No.
No, you always take him in your room.
And then you come in and wake me up and take him out.
Yeah, because I like to wake you up. I'll wake you up anyways then, just because.
I will kill you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ow! Bastard!
Ah.
Now I'm definitely waking you up.
Anytime Scott works on my vehicle, he always manages to hurt himself.
I always cut my hands.
Sure brought you my rubber gloves. Like a pair of them.
Oh, it doesn't matter if my hands get dirty.
Nah, I haven't got a cut yet with them on. I rotate my own tires now too, dude. I'm moving up in the world.
Oh, look at you.
Still don't trust myself to do brakes. Oh, remind me I have to grab that blue case from you too.
My blue case?
Yeah.
What's that?
The one I gave you because I had parts in it too, and just in case.
It's over there.
Oh, okay.
I totally forgot about it. I'm like, oh, well, if I have it, I'd be happy to give it to you. Now, once you take those two bolts off, just pull this thing off. Yay! What's cool about newer cars is to make it a lot easier to change the brakes. Now, you see this? This is what you have to compress. Now, obviously, there's a big hole in the middle. So what you do is you take one of the old brake pads. Wow, dude, this thing really needed to be changed.
Yeah.
Okay, you see how like there's nothing there? Alrighty. See the difference? Now, what you're going to do, and you obviously don't want to do it with the new brake pad because you don't want to put your fingers or anything else on this surface, is take your old brake pad, turn it inside out, and you're going to
get you the C-clamp.
put it against that to widen the surface. See how I'm putting it against it like this? And then what we have to do is we have to compress it down, but, you know, strong as I think I am, I need a clamp to do it. So where's the clamp cord?
Yeah, hold that for 1 second, I'll grab it.
See right down in there. And there's two brake pads on each side. There's another one right here. We gotta take that one off too. Holy crap!
Told you I didn't have much.
Yeah, that's not gonna work, but we'll see.
Told you I had a mini one.
You suck.
Dude. Oh, shit, yeah.
Let's see. Corey's clamp.
It's too small.
Yeah, look at that.
Fuck.
And now here comes Scott's wishful thinking to see if he has anything over here.
The other one with all the toolboxes.
Yeah, but usually we change it at my dad's house, and I have
know.
more.
There's gotta be a clamp in that. Run to Walmart and buy one if you want.
Chris might have one. I think didn't we borrow one from him before?
No, we borrowed an oil wrench. Because that one that was on the Audi when we first changed it last time, remember, was a bitch and a half.
Alright, let me see if I can muscle it a little bit real quick. You never know. I might get lucky. It's a brand new car.
It's an 05, Scotty.
Well, it's newer. Yeah, it's not happening.
Should have brought the vice clamps.
This has to go all the way to there. From here to here. Maybe I'll go ask Chris. I'll go ask next door real quick.
Want me to pause this?
Yeah, just pushing the red circle once. All right, so my next door neighbor might have one. So what we're gonna do is take off the other side. And you want to be careful because you don't want to let this thing just hang by the cord. You can definitely support it, but it's just not good for the cord itself. That's your brake fluid line. Well, I got one of those, I guess. These probably go on the other pad.
Mm-hmm. Should really replace them, but they look in decent shape.
Well, the metal part doesn't really matter. Because that's what the back of this thing is going to hit.
True. I was just reading off online that they tend to shake the brakes if you don't get new ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they look good. And I knew they were going to.
This is obviously going to be a pain in the ass. Because it's Corey. Remember when I had to change your friggin' the cap on your rear end on your Blazer?
Yep.
That was a pain in the asshole, that was. Alright, so it looks like they're both pretty much the same. And this one has something on the back too. So now alright. Let's go along like that. I wonder if I even need it. I don't think I actually need it, Corey. Because it looks like it has one already on there. Because this one doesn't have anything. So, and this won't sit flush, and that will cause it to move. And you never really put those on anyways. Alright, so that's that one. What does one side have? These, and the other side doesn't. Makes no sense.
'Cause that's the side you like they say I should replace, but if they fit flush, it's supposed to be fine.
This one fits more flush.
Yeah.
What, the back side it says?
Yeah. It says you should replace all shims if they're needed.
Do you want me to try and get this shim on? Oh, I know why it didn't sit flush. I can get this to sit flush. But it has a shim on it already.
Mm.
So I'm wondering if we really need to put them on. I'm going to say no. Because we'll save them. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But...
Well, I think the back one should be on because there's no shim on that pad at all.
Yeah.
Oh, there is?
Yeah, there's a shim right here.
What about spacing though? Is it gonna sit? Is that thing gonna sit flush? Because it looks like it's shaped like that, almost.
This one does sit flush.
Yeah, then at least put the back one on.
I'll put that one on. I think it doesn't call.
We can just look at the DIY too, just to make sure.
The what?
The DIY online, do it yourself.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like we've done this before.
You gotta remember this isn't the Audi though.
Some come with shims and some don't.
Yeah.
This was the extra back one. That's why these are like that. So we can always just save those. All right. Now we're ready to put it on. Just gonna wait for Mr. McBride.
Guess in Selectman.
Yeah, look at that. That would never fit.
Scott would have to be the reincarnation of Hercules to be able to get that on.
Mr. McBride should be here any second.
Pause it.
Yeah.
There you go.
My next door neighbor had an actual tool that you use to do this, so makes life a lot easier. What we're still gonna do is we're still gonna put this here, because the way this works is it works on pressure. And you can never have enough room. See how that works? Bam. And now you can see it compressing. Now what you have to do is watch, it's compressing it down, but you gotta watch the fluid level up here, because you don't want to have it overflow. So Corey's gonna watch that while I do this. Is he even moving?
Yeah, it's moving a lot. Just hit the max line now.
Alright, it's time I gotta stop.
No, you still got a little ways.
Nice. Done. Look at that. Big difference. Take that out. Pull the brake pad out. And now, simply, put it on top of the new brake pads. Press these little thingies down. Now what's going to happen is, the first time Corey uses his brakes, it's going to align itself up. So, we're good to go. And why isn't that going in? Corey, it's always something when it comes to your cars.
They love you, Scott.
The bottom one's going in.
They don't want you to stop touching them.
If that was the case. There it goes.
Scott has little to no patience when it comes to something that should be simple.
That's for sure. And that's when the brute strength comes in. Which is half the reason why I get your oil caps off. Because I get pissed.
Well, this one was a little easier than the Audi house for sure.
Oh, yeah. Your Audi had like 8 different kinds of bolts. Now you want to be careful because you want to put these screws on tight, but you don't want to like over muscle them because then you won't get them off. Sounds good. Good. Now it's a little loose, but what's going to happen is as soon as Corey hits his brakes for the first time, it's going to compress and then release. So it's good.
I also have to bed them in because of the finish coat that they have on them. You want to explain bedding them in? Do you know?
No, what the hell is that?
Basically, you have to, with these pads, you have to 3 to 4 times up to 40 miles an hour, moderately use pressure to stop, and then 2 to 3 times of 40 to 50 and aggressive pressure.
Why don't you just
And then let it sit for 15 minutes.
Why don't you just do a brake stand and just wear them in that way?
Because that's not good, because it has a finish on the brake pad.
Yeah, well, then they'll take the finish off. First try. I'm good at getting in the hole first time.
So you say. Is there any women that'll actually admit that on camera?
I was gonna say our inside joke, but I don't think anyone would get it.
Good point.
Because you heard me go for it.
Yeah, I know you were about to.
I was like, you know what? I don't really want to have to explain that.
I have to post another video.
Yeah, exactly. So funny. What size are these, you know?
I have no fucking clue, dude. They don't take much to tighten them with the thing, though, dude. It's 2-3 turns with the friggin'...
Well, I know, but like if I had the right size, I could just spin it, which I don't. Whatever. I don't care. Well, that works fine. Annoying.
What,
Now, when you put lug nuts on, you always go in a star position. Because if you don't, you won't tighten them all the way the right way, and you can pop off lug nuts while you're driving, and it's not cool. Because you'll probably die. So crisscross.
Or unless you're driving a Blazer and Scott tells you to drive with 3 lugs.
Well, yeah, because we snapped 2 of them trying to get your friggin' tire off. And then we heated it up for like an hour with a blowtorch and still couldn't get the friggin' studs out of your friggin' whatever the hell that thing's called. I can't remember the name right now.
Rotor?
Yeah, your friggin' rotors. Piece of crap. Alright, now obviously you can't tighten them completely while the tire's up, but you get as tight as you can. Now, don't forget your jack stands there, because then when you lower the car, you're going to hear it. Clunk. Now, this is designed for your foot, so if you're ever changing a tire, this is how you change a tire. Take them all off, take the tire off, when you put them back on, okay, designed, righty-tighty, put it on like this, come over here, Corey, and you're just going to step on it, okay, and get it nice and tight, do the top one, step on it, nice and tight. Same thing. Now what this does is it creates an even amount of pressure on the whole thing. And what you want to do is just go to each one more time, because as you can see, I have a little bit more room to play with. You don't want to crank them on, because then you won't get them off.
Kind of surprised how easy they came off.
Yeah.
Especially after getting the new tires Saturday.
So, that's how you change brake pads. The other side you do the same exact way. Except the only difference is going to be, If you see how high this is, Corey had to put some brake fluid in there before because it wasn't high enough and it was setting off his lights. So we're going to have to probably put a rag around here and collect some of it because it's going to overflow when I compress the brake pad again. That's fine. Collect the fluid, wipe it down, put the cap on, lower the car, and then do that thing Corey said about compressing the brakes.
Embedded.
Embed your brakes. So, what kind of car is this?
Infiniti G35X.
Now you know how to change your tire and brakes on an Infiniti G35X. I can never get these numbers right. Look at it.
Well, 3.5 liter V6, X for all-wheel drive,
All right.
and G for sedan.
2SS Chevy Camaro. Very easy to remember. All right. Later, guys.
Chevy sucks.
Yeah, you had a Chevy forever. You had a Chevy forever. You shut your mouth.
Yes, and I wanted to kill it.
Yeah, because you had a piece of crap Chevy.
No.
Yeah. Just don't own a Mustang or Ford. That's all I gotta say. Later, guys.